Hey everyone, Happy New Year! This is the first video of 2026 and I wanted to help get this year off to a great start. Maybe 2025 was great, or maybe it was really hard. Either way, I want to start off by saying you are doing an amazing job. If no one has told you that yet, I want to be sure that you, as a parent of a child with complex autism, know that. Today, I'm sharing my top 3 priorities for parents and professionals to learn about in 2026, plus one bonus tip. These will help you make real progress with your child or your client this year. So let's count it down. Hi, my name is Dr. Dana Johnson. I'm an occupational therapist with a PhD in child mental health and development and advanced training in functional and nutritional medicine. And I've been working with clients for over 20 years, and I'm excited for this new year to kick off in 2026 so that I can help support you and your child, or if you're a professional, you and your clients. So let's dive in. Okay, so priority number 3, presume competence in your child or client. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means believing that your child can learn, that they want to learn, and that they understand what's going on around them, even if they can't show their understanding in the typical ways. Now, I know this is hard sometimes. You may have been told over and over by professionals that your child will only ever function like a 3-year-old. You might feel like you've actually seen proof of that with your own eyes, and your child truly is cognitively delayed. Now, for example, you may have seen them answer questions wrong. You may have seen them not be able to follow directions, or maybe they can't speak, and because of that, you believe that your child can't understand things. I want you to think about what you're actually seeing here. Every single way that we show that we understand something requires intentional motor planning. We have to point to the right answer. We have to say the correct response. Writing, typing, or following directions. All of these need motor planning and a good connection between the brain and the body. That's exactly what whole body apraxia messes up. Presuming competence means giving your child access to books and materials for their grade level, conversations that match their age, and speaking directly to them. It doesn't mean presuming knowledge, which is assuming that they know everything. I don't presume knowledge in anyone. Instead, it means looking at their behavior as a motor planning problem, not a thinking problem. Make sure to check out my whole video on presuming competence to learn more. I'm going to link that below in the description. Okay, priority number 2, learn about whole body apraxia. Now, if you're new to this channel, this is my mission. I want everyone to understand what whole body apraxia is. Your child with complex autism also has a motor planning disability that stops them from speaking reliably, following directions consistently, or showing what they truly understand. Whole body apraxia is a brain-body problem where the brain has trouble sending the clear signals to the muscles. It affects way more than speech. It impacts movement, communication, and even the ability to stop doing something. So even if your child can speak some words but is limited to one-word answers, or they can't have full conversations, or they struggle with the why and how questions, they too have whole body apraxia. So understanding this can change everything. Your child's challenges aren't about being difficult or having low intelligence. It's about a disconnect between their brain and their body. Now, I have a detailed video explaining whole body apraxia. In fact, it's my most popular video to date, and it's linked below. Check it out because it will answer so many of your questions. Now, priority number 1, learn motor coaching. Okay, so we've talked about how your child has whole body apraxia. So now what? Learn how to motor coach their body. This helps build the pathways that connect the brain and the body through practice and support. So how do you do it? Well, you break down the steps of the skill and use verbal prompts to direct their body. So for example, lift your foot, bring your foot forward, get your eyes on the door, reach forward, grasp your shirt. Think about the body part that has to move, name it, and then give the action that the body part must do to be successful, and keep coaching them through the entire movement. If you say it only one time, it may not be enough to get their body to initiate. Now, motor coaching works through what we call neuroplasticity, or the brain's ability to make new connections. And this is how we all learn everything in life. When you learn to ride a bike or type on a keyboard, your brain made new pathways, and we can learn new motor skills our entire life. Motor coaching isn't complicated, and it's not a magic cure, but it will change how you support your child and give you both confidence. I have a whole video on motor coaching as well, what it is and why it works. It's also linked below. When you learn to motor coach, you're giving your child's brain and body the support they need for movement and independence. Now, this is the practical work that you can actually start doing today. Okay, so what's the bonus priority? Well, it's learning about inflammation. And no, I'm not talking about when you twist your ankle and it swells up. That's actually good inflammation because it helps your body heal. I'm talking about chronic inflammation, a different kind that's happening inside our bodies without us even knowing it. Now, you might be thinking, why do I need to care about inflammation? My child has autism, not something else. But here's what we do know. Between 30 and 40% of kids in America have a chronic health problem right now. That includes things like obesity, which affects 1 in 5 children, plus asthma, diabetes, and other conditions. So just because your child has autism doesn't mean that they can't have those health problems too. In fact, numbers show us something very concerning. Over 30% of autistic kids struggle with obesity compared to only 14 to 16% of kids who aren't autistic. So why does this matter? Well, because obesity and chronic illness cause inflammation in the body, and that inflammation makes things harder for our kids. When inflammation is high, it's harder for the brain to build new pathways for speech and movement. It can increase anxiety, impulsive behaviors, and self-injury. It can also make stomach problems and constipation worse, and it messes up sleep. It will also make sensory issues overwhelming, like being extra sensitive to sounds. So learning about inflammation and how to reduce it through better food choices, lifestyle changes, and medical help can make a huge difference in your child. This sets a strong foundation for your child to progress in their therapies and day-to-day life. Okay, so let me recap. As you head into 2026, focus on these 3 priorities. First, presume competence. Your child deserves to be seen for who they really are, not limited by what they can show you right now. Secondly, understand whole body apraxia and how it impacts every part of your child's life. Third, learn motor coaching techniques to help your child build new brain-body pathways. And finally, learn about inflammation and how it affects your child's progress. These 4 priorities give you a clear plan for this year. Be sure to subscribe to this channel because I will continue to give you the information that you need to support your child or your clients, and share the videos with other parents and professionals who need to hear this information. You've got this, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. If this video was helpful, hit the like button and send me your comments and questions. And remember, you're doing an amazing job. Here's to making 2026 your best year yet. Thank you, and I will see you on the next video.